One of the best things about basil is pesto. There's a lot of great things about basil. It smells wonderful. But at the end of the year, when the basil plant, unless you live in a place that's always sunny, I live in Utah, so we have a very small window of growing, but we're here in November and this was grown indoors, and so it's starting to lose the light that it needs because we're going into winter. So we're going to take all of these leaves and turn them into pesto. So let's get started. Okay, the sad, look at this. This is really sad. A sorry looking basil plant. But let's get started. So we're going to wash all of these basil leaves. And then we're going to use a salad spinner to clean them off after. Okay, so our basil is rinsed. Now I'm going to spin it. So if you don't have one of these spinners, they are fantastic. Just throw it in, like so. And that gets rid of all the water. See, look at all that. When you're talking about making pesto, there's a lot of people with a lot of different recipes. The most traditional one is basil, olive oil, salt, Parmesan cheese. Some people use Peccorino Romano, which is a sheep's cheese. I don't like sheep's cheese. It doesn't agree with me too much. I'll still eat it with pesto, but if I can help it, I'll use Parmesan. Parmigiano Reggiano. If you watched my other video, you know what I'm talking about. Pine nuts. I'm not going to use pine nuts. Some people have used chopped almonds without the peels, and gives it a texture, but pine nuts are really expensive. They don't add too much to the flavor. They do add to the flavor, but not enough. It's really the cheese, the olive oil, the basil, salt, a little bit of garlic. Those are the main things. So we will fill this. Now you want to make sure that whatever blender you use, it mixes up really well. So we'll just fill that. We'll just keep adding more as we go along. Now we'll add some olive oil. Probably end up using more. We'll start there. I'll give you accurate measurements in the description below, but usually I just go according to taste and eyeball things. So do 2 teaspoons of salt. This is diced garlic. If you want to use cloves, we'll do, that should be about 2 cloves of garlic right there. Okay, and then we'll shred the Parmesan in a minute. Alright, now we've got some more olive oil. Okay, so all that has been reduced to this. So let's go ahead and get kind of a taste, see where we're at. Obviously we haven't added the cheese. Ooh, that's good. Now if I had a food processor, this would go, well, this is going pretty fast. And that's a lot of pesto, so we're going to use a significant chunk of this cheese. And you can use the rind. It's tougher. All right, we'll go ahead and oh, that's so good. It's like it's not a salty cheese. I mean, it's got salt in it, but really is sweet. Oh, this is the best cheese in the world, hands down. And I'm gonna add some more garlic. We'll go another teaspoon of garlic in there. Make sure we're tight. Okay. And action. If you're not going to use it right away, then you can freeze it. Now, what my wife does with a lot of purees that she makes is she'll actually put it in an ice cube tray, little portions, and then break it up so that you have little ice cube size portions of sauce. She does that for baby food most of the time, but I'm going to do that with the pesto. But anyway, that's how you make pesto.